All right, you guys, cool update here. Got something new in the mail. I'm gonna get it ready because we're going to the comp here. We're gonna leave in about 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna get this opened up and show you guys what is cool in here that you're gonna wanna see. It is this right here. This is the prototype of the new Furitek Python. So we're gonna run this in the comp tonight. Not gonna tell anybody that we've got a little extra power over most people because of this. So it's not cheating, but it kind of feels like it because we got the new hotness right here. One of the coolest things that I'm already seeing is it's a switch on the side instead of the button like on the Ultimate. And so that's gonna be nice. Now this is not the Pro. It isn't an aluminum case. This is just the Python. This will come in a plastic case, but this was prototype and it was in the aluminum that they had made for the Pro version. So yeah, this is hot. We're gonna get this in here and we'll tell you a little bit about it once we get it in and installed. Okay guys, before this goes in, let me just tell you a little bit about these. These are now waterproof and it has a 5 amp BEC in it, and it can do 5.5 volts or it'll do 7.4 volts. So you can get that extra power to your servos. And because it's 5 amp, you can power up some decent servos with that. So this is also gonna be 2S, 3S capable, whereas the Pro version can also go up to 4S and has even more power. It can do 8.4 volts for the servo for the BEC. So anyway, quick thing, we're gonna swap this out. We're gonna give this to somebody. This is my old one. Since they sent this to me to review, we're gonna go ahead and gift this and pass this on. This is a nice Lizard Ultimate, which is a high-end one as well. And this will be my way of giving back. And now we're gonna go ahead and plug in our power, get another piece of this Gorilla tape. This is just like the hobby tape stuff we use for servo tape, that gooey kind. And we're gonna stick it on here and be good to go. Look at that. Stick it on, make sure that our plug is outward. And we'll be good to go because then we have the power switch, easy to reach. Ooh, it's a little bigger. Little Baker's pushing the frame out actually. So I might have to change how I do this. And we're gonna actually, it's a little wider. So we're gonna turn it sideways on here and then go sideways with this plug as well. And that'll work. Just the same, no different, but that is noticeably longer. So now I gotta get a little slack for our motor wire. I like also that it came with this battery extension here. It's gonna allow us to easily connect up and be good to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's just power this up. Ooh, we're already on. Nice. It's reversed. We have to go in the app and switch that around. So we're gonna jump into our Furitek app here. See our car. All right, so we're gonna go into running. Voltage cutoff, we'll just set it at like 3. Rotation motor, we're gonna change that to counterclockwise. So let's see if that changed it. Oh yeah. Yes, now we're cooking. Look at that. Money. money. And there's a switch now to turn it on and off. I love that. Or I just unplug the battery and it's ready to go on and off. The reason I like this over the button on these is if you really tuck that in there into your build and you can't access it to hit that button, that was a problem that I had with this. But even when I plugged in, I would still have to go in and turn it on every time. So you'd have to be able to access this button, which was a little problematic at times. Not the end of the world, but there were times in certain builds where it complicated things. But this, being able to just set it and forget it, I love it. Before we run off to the comp, I want to show you really quick how much power this has. Here we go, just a 2S battery. I've plugged it in the receiver of this Send B50 monster truck. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in here. We'll be able to now see the Python up top here, but I'm gonna flip it upside down so that the wheels can spin, because I want to drive the Komodo motor as I'm also doing forward steer with this. Now, the back's not gonna go as fast because I have to do it on a trigger switch like this while I'm pulling the trigger and doing the steering, but you will see it's still really fast. 7.4 volts on this 5 amp BSC. Just powered that on. You saw the wheel snap. There's just wheels. Now we get this driving with the Komodo. No brownout, no power loss. This thing delivers the power. All right, I gotta get this thing back and set up to go to the comp. So you guys will have to just wait and see how we do. Ooh, end of year. Tell, slow night tonight. Yikes.
Oh.
You weren't looking over on that side, were you? No, it's all right. It happens. Ooh. Yes. That was quite a lean there at the end there.
We'll take it.
Wow, nice.
That hit, didn't
Got
it?
them over
That
here.
hit.
Got a little tappy taparoo on there. Just ride it up now. Just ride it through. Ride it through.
Oh yeah.
Just
Take
hammer that
oh,
thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Tight on that one.
I mean, you're flying.
Yeah, you see that hang up on me? Yeesh.
I'm gonna fall right into it. Okay, I'm gonna gas it. So
Okay.
yeah, watch me hit it. I forgot how slow this one is when I gas it.
So even with the same setup at the 7.4, the servo feels a little faster to me. It's the fastest I've had this
Okay.
gold, whatever the brass servo.
Whatever
Yeah,
he's calling it.
the Servo Beast brass.
Yeah.
It's the fastest I've had it walking, which is awesome. Where am I going? Oh, just a skosh. Oof. We're talking piece of paper right there. Oh yeah, they start rocking.
There's no doubt.
Well, only if you have a rock near it that bounces it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, then at least you get a legitimate.
You have to look at things and be like, pine trees are hooking it up. That one gate I hit's gonna come back to haunt me. Well, my thought is to come at it this way, bud. Uh-oh. Keep my back tires on. I might not high center. I still think we're gonna have to winch. But probably hard from the front here to try and pull that over. And maybe spin me. Cause I feel like I'm pivoted still, so I feel like it might spin it if it winches over. Yep, my bad.
See?
That's
No,
my
no,
hit. That's what I thought, but I was pivoted, so just created a second pivot point that got me. Not your fault. I asked for it. I asked for it, and I knew it was on a pivot point. I just didn't expect it to roll, so
Right.
it was just me guessing how it was going to pivot wrong. We had one of those electric Amazon vehicles break down right in front of our house.
No way.
The Prime.
Yeah, the new ones. I have no. They're all
We made
brand
a
new.
bunch of equipment for the for those things. I think I need a winch just to pull my back
gate.
end sideways.
I rocked it. Man. I thought it was easy. Did not see that coming.
There just wasn't room there to go through the way I was trying to.
Ooh, high scores tonight.
How many class 3s do we have?
3 of us so far?
You got 2,
I
right?
have 2.
Oh, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. Man, still super smooth quality we're used to, though. That's definitely not lost with the extra power. Oof, that's good. It's a driver course. Oh!
It's a driver's course, and then he hits the gate.
Ah.
What is this?
Oh! What? Oh, stupid crown molding piece, or whatever that is.
Tony's just following me through the same way I went through that gate.
7. My God, man, I'm gonna have to get a calculator.
Yeah.
You know?
What? I haven't climbed this before.
It's just those scramblers walking.
Yeah, no problem. Bang, gate. Anytime I say something, just driver's course, smash. Well, the system itself did well. Driver performance was lacking tonight. What was the
It
damage?
was 58 total, sir.
Gosh. Okay, guys, we're going to end this video here on the bench. Take off the body. It's pretty beat up. This is my beater body. I just can't get rid of it. I took the tape off it after I got back. I'm going to probably try and work on fixing it up, but I had it fall off the table and it wasn't clipped, and so when it landed, it just snapped it clean. So I just used packing tape to hold it together. All right, so let's talk about this. This was the Furitek Python. You guys just saw it. And I had some questions about it. I talked to Furitek, and they were not anything like crazy. But this is running, for me, the old firmware for the Ultimate. Not internally in this, but in the app. That's how it sees it, and that's what it's using to show information. So the numbers that they had and all the specs on it were different than what I was seeing in the app. It will not be that way for you. They will have it updated, but for testing purposes right now, it's just doing that. I just had to know, or had to find out from them, that if I chose 6.5 volts with this one, it actually was acting as the 7.4 volts that they say. And if I chose the 5 volts, it would actually be the 5.5 volts. So it was still using the numbers in the system from the Ultimate, but it was actually running properly for what's in here and switching it right, which is cool, because I was shocked that running at the same number as the Ultimate, that this servo came to life with this ESC. And that's because it was actually running at 7.4 volts, which is awesome. And so it's a 5 amp BEC, as we've been saying, and we were running it at 7.4 volts. Before, I was running it at 6.5 volts, and the difference is striking, actually. I was about ready to remove this. If you ask people that I comp with, I kind of said it's a little slow feeling to me. And I think it's because of all the weight and whatever. It didn't seem as fast, even though spec-wise it should be. But I think it's because of all the extra weight. Now I get the best of both worlds. I get this awesome, heavy, brass-cased servo, the Servo Beast from MofoRC, which is an amazing servo. And I probably could have just bumped up the rate on the Ultimate to the 8.4 volts. I was just afraid to do that a little bit. I didn't want to burn it up. It's too nice. And so I was playing it safe. Now we're running at 7.4. It's got the speed that I want. It's running perfect. And yeah, so cool to see that. And I was kind of like, man, it just feels snappier. I'm running the same settings, but the reason being, it actually is running at a higher voltage, and so that's cool. So again, these run at 5.5 volts, 7.4, and If you get the Pro, it also adds the 8.4 volt to it. But it's a 5 amp BEC, so it's throwing lots of power at it. You should not have real brownout issues or anything like that where one thing's drawing too much power and it's like choking another. It's insane, you guys. So speaking of that, the Ultimate runs at 3 amp, which is still very, very high for these small ones, and I actually never had that brownout either. And I said earlier that I'm going to give that away. Here's what we're going to do. You have to comment Ultimate in your comment below. Somehow say Ultimate, and that will put you in for the drawing for that ESC. And that's just how we're going to do it. I can only do US on this one, guys. Just money's tight right now and things like that. And shipping's just way, way more expensive when I have to ship it overseas. And if there's issues, whatever. So it is used. It's just going to come. I'm going to put it in a case. But I'm wanting to give it away and to give back to you guys, you know, and say thank you for watching and supporting me and the channel. I'm really, really grateful for you guys. I also sell them if you want to buy them. I've got it actually on sale right now on the website. I've got several of them on sale, just kind of as a, you know, cool new announcement. Let's go. Let's do this thing. So, but there's still going to be value for all of them. I think that all of them have a purpose. And for one, like I said, this one doesn't even fit in here sideways into this chassis. So if you're really looking to tuck it in, keep it light, the Pro is still completely adequate. Comes in at a, you know, a cheaper price. And, you know, there's something to be said for not having a case and how we've been able to tuck things and fit things in. And it's a little harder with this. So if you've got room, these Pythons are going to be awesome and, you know, offer way more power than we need. But it's definitely coming. But there's still value in the old ones, guys, in the Lizards. And I run them. I even run the non-pros. I have so many trucks running these Furitek now. It's insane. I just keep buying them and adding them in, and we keep just going forward with it. And so super grateful to Furitek that they keep pushing this 124 scale mini RC 118 scale forward. And it's really cool to see where things have come and how far they've helped to push that innovation for these. As you can see, this one's running a ton of their stuff in it. Here. And yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning in as always, guys. Don't forget to comment Ultimate if you are in the US and you want to be entered to win that. And I'll be doing the drawing sometime next week. It's just going to be random, sorry. And I'll put in the comment once it's closed so that you know that it's been drawn and given away. But yeah, it's just kind of a random giveaway, and I hope you guys like it and don't get upset with me if you don't win. Giveaways are always tough for that reason. But we'll catch you guys next time. Have fun RCing. See ya.